We begin with breaking news this afternoon. We're told there is a large police presence at St. John's Evangelist Catholic Church in Monahans. Police have blocked the area off. The Texas Rangers are on scene as well, and they have taken over the investigation. A woman who was arrested last year in Midland County for cruelty and torture of 21 animals is now sentenced to 10 years in prison. We're joined now with Chef Alejandro. You are one of our favorite people to have with us.
Awesome.
You're going to be showing us how to make a triple hot chocolate.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't wait.
We're stepping up our hot chocolate game.
Stepping it up. Welcome back. Over the past month, Odessa Arts has been hosting a series of events called Artpocalypse, which is centered around the book Station 11. Today, Randy Ham, Executive Director of Odessa Arts, joins us with details on two events that are part of this series that you definitely don't want to miss out on. Randy, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me on today.
Yes, so Artpocalypse in full swing. Well, we have new details just into the newsroom. A manhunt this morning has officially ended in Fort Stockton for a man who is believed to be behind multiple shootings overnight. We're working on two breaking news stories that happened in Midland County just a little while ago. Sheriff Gary Painter announced that they've arrested a suspect in a double murder last year. We'll have details on that in just a bit. But before we get to the murder investigation out of Midland, a plane crashed in the parking lot of the Cladesta office complex just this morning. It's a small fixed-wing plane. Two people were on board. Today you're going to show us how to make a farmhouse scone. I'm really excited for this.
If you can make biscuits, you can make scones.
Okay, well, I don't know if I can make biscuits, but we're going to see.
Okay.
Well, here's some health headlines for you today. If you're taking too many selfies for the sake of social media, you might want to cut back a little. That's because a San Francisco doctor says he's seen a rise in selfie wrist. Yeah, that's a thing apparently, and I think I've heard it all now. Coming up at noon, what's the holdup? We'll explain what caused a traffic jam on I-20 this morning. Plus, choosing a new chief of staff, what the president is saying about the field of candidates. And will there be another government shutdown? We'll explain what's being done to come to an agreement.
Now, live with newsrooms in Midland and Odessa, this is CBS 7 News at Noon.
Thanks for joining us for CBS 7 News at Noon. I'm Alexa Dunson. We're going to get you up to date on all your news and weather today, but first, our top story. Two women were arrested last week after police found high-grade marijuana, THC concentrate, guns, and thousands of dollars in cash. According to the Odessa Police Department, their narcotics unit served a search warrant in the 1000 block of West 24th Street. That's where they found 15 pounds of marijuana, 9 grams of THC concentrate, and 2 guns and some cash. Jenna Fawn and Megan Smith, both 31, were arrested and charged. The Odessa Police Department is looking for 2 people involved in a 7-Eleven robbery. The robbery happened at the store on Oakwood just before 9 a.m. last Wednesday. According to police, a man and a woman went into the store together. Now, the woman walked to the front counter while the man went to the back office and stole about $1,500 worth of merchandise. They left together in a black Toyota. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 333-TIPS. Well, traffic was at a standstill this morning along I-20 after 3 minor crashes. DPS tells CBS 7 the I-20 westbound lanes between Loop 250 West and FM 1788 were at a standstill for miles. Crews were on scene for hours cleaning up the crashes. Thankfully, no injuries were reported and traffic is flowing once again. The former president of a Baylor fraternity will not spend a single day in prison despite being indicted on sexual assault charges. Jacob Anderson was sentenced Monday after pleading no contest to a lesser charge of unlawful restraint. Anderson will now have to complete 3 years of deferred probation and pay a $400 fine. If he follows the deal, supposedly the charge will be taken off his record and he will not have to register as a sex offender. Anderson was originally indicted on 4 counts of sexual assault. A woman accused the former Baylor University student of brutally raping her back in 2015. Coming up at noon, a traffic jam in Midland this morning, what troopers say caused the holdup. Plus, the first of the migrant caravan has made it to the border. But is this the end of the line? What's next as thousands more head that way? And playoff football begins tonight. Will you need a jacket when you head to the game? We'll have your full forecast.
Now, live with newsrooms in Midland and Odessa, this is CBS 7 News at Noon.
Thanks for joining us for CBS 7 News at Noon. I'm Alexa Dunson. We're going to get you up to date on all your news and weather today, but first, our top story. Odessa police say they've arrested a man who they believe stabbed another man several times last night on West 2nd Street. Police say 32-year-old Jamie Ricks got into an argument with a 39-year-old man and then stabbed him several times. Ricks was arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. An Odessa man was sentenced to a total of 65 years in prison yesterday after being convicted on assault charges. According to the Ector County District Attorney Bobby Bland, Liven Rodriguez was convicted of 3 counts of sexual assault of a child, as well as 2 counts of indecency with the child. And over in Crane, the sheriff's office is asking everyone to be on alert after getting surveillance footage of an attempted theft. The unknown person was seen trying to break into the car on your screen. You're asked to make sure you lock up your car doors and call the sheriff's office to report any suspicious activity. Interstate 20 was backed up this morning in Midland County due to a rollover accident. According to DPS, a semi-truck that rolled over and lost its load near Loop 250 in the interstate is what caused the significant traffic delays. Troopers say no injuries were reported. Texas Senator Ted Cruz and Congressman Beto O'Rourke bumped into each other during a chance encounter at a Houston airport this week. Even though the two just finished a historic battle for a Texas Senate seat just last week, they stopped and took a picture together with some other passengers. They reportedly exchanged kind words and discussed how they could, quote, move forward.